Alright, hello, my name is Sean Cushney, back with another video for you. This is Eliza P. This is my part 18. I'm trying to see if my stream is popping up on YouTube, so give me a second. Alright, so now the stream, okay, so the stream has finally popped up on YouTube. The stream did not pop up earlier. Let me just check some other stuff before. Let's see. Just wanna. Okay. Let me turn down the volume. Don't want those interruptions. Okay, so we should be in the clear. We should be in the clear. Alright, so let me do my intro again. Hello, my name is Sean Cushney, and I am back with another Lies of P live stream for you guys. This is my part 18. So, I have a little confession to give to you, all of you. This has been a difficult playthrough for me. This is my second playthrough, but this is my first time live streaming the playthrough. Now, I've said this before in the previous videos, but I feel like I need to say it again. I am streaming off my console right now. I am jobless, so I don't have the funds to immediately invest into a streaming setup. I have an idea of what I want. I have certain things already, like a microphone, a camera. I have a monitor, but I need a capture card, and I need some. I need a tripod, and I need some more wires to connect everything together. So it's slowly happening, but until then you won't see me. You'll just hear my voice. And in saying that, I stream directly off the PS5, and sometimes the PS5 will cut off my broadcast. Hence to why I wanted to make sure that YouTube is seeing this particular stream. The last stream and the stream before that, 16, 17, because now this is 18, 16 and 17, I was battling Lex, and 2 hours of straight getting my ass handed to me. So with my 17 stream, I turned off the stream, but I took my talents to Twitch. Now, if you don't know, I have a Twitch account. My handle is my name, so Sean Cushney, please follow me there. The goal is to get that capture card so I can still use my console, my PS5, and I can multi-stream. And you can see me. You can actually see me play the game, you can have conversations, talk about your favorite movies, talk about your favorite TV shows, talk about your favorite games. Like mine, my favorite game, Final Fantasy VII. That's my favorite game of all time. I have another favorite game, Mega Man. There's a content creator, what is his actual YouTube name? It is the was it Logical Shaman? just off the top of my head, Logical Shaman. He's currently doing a run of Metal Gear Solid, and he's doing Mega Man Legends 2. I really would love to pick his brain to see how he's able to get those games, because I feel like I want to have my run with those games, and I want to be able to display them on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so I can build my audience with these retro games, and then also build the audience with these RPGs, and then of course build the audience with Souls-like games. I really enjoyed this. This is the main reason why I'm using Liza P, because Liza P was my first introduction into the Souls-like experience. Very difficult for me. I'm still trying to sharpen this sword in this realm here. But going back to Twitch, I dominated in Twitch. And during the weekend, I went to my Twitch account, and I actually found a way to save my stream, so you won't be able to see me fight the boss, you know. And there were other parts that you missed, YouTube community, like the fight with the Red Fox. You missed that one as well. Um, and overall, there's part 5 and 6 that is missed out of here. So this stream can potentially end this run, but moving forward, for sure, you will see a change in the streaming setup for Sean Cushning. All right. Now that I got that out the way, let me start, or as I should say, continue with the story. Like I said, Lex is dead. Red Fox is dead. I'm now in the space that you can see here, and it's time to get over there. Yeah, well, you let me do it, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck around. You let me do it, I'm gonna do it. You're trying to sit here and destroy me with your heavy attack. The window to beat you is open. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yep. Yep. I'm not gonna play with these people. They're gonna let me do what I want to do. I'm gonna do it and try to progress. I have to figure out how. Oh, okay. Okay. I thought that there was another way to get over here, but there wasn't. Is there a so this assassin, this says recharge. It's the same. It's the same. Oh, I thought he was gonna break through the wall. Okay, I could have sworn he broke through the wall. Oops, wrong button. I saw him over there, and my assumption was that he would break through the wall. Yeah, but I was wrong. Okay, so what's this? Is this about my stamina? I think it's about my stamina. Let me just go and look. Yeah, max stamina. Don't really need to worry about that at this moment. It's so quiet, no music. Yeah, I really want that amulet that allows me to... Oh, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. I really want that amulet that makes me I can't think of it right now, but I know once I beat the Nameless Puppet, I'll be able to grab it and then say what it is. It like makes me immune to stuff. Alright. I think the music's gonna come back now. Now that I'm outside. Oh, and we got the ladder. No music yet.
Did you feel that? It's like someone walked across my grave. I sense ergo everywhere. I mean, this place is saturated with it. Like what you'd expect from a mountain of dead puppets.
Wow. And still... Oh, I should have went down there and grabbed... Okay, let me go back and grab that. We don't know what that could possibly be. It might be ergo. It might be some miscellaneous thing. To me. Am I supposed to just fall? That sucks. How am I just supposed to fall? Yeah. That's done. That was nothing. Nothing that I needed. good. I just wasted some health grabbing that. I mean, I could have bought that with the queen fruit. Alright, so I know I'm gonna have some little close combat coming up. Gotta be ready, I don't want to die, don't want to lose my ergo. Luckily, if I do, I got the stairs. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Oh, with the grab. Oh, he took some of my ergo. Oh, he just two-pieced me. Two-pieced me, and that was it. That's all she wrote. Frazier is down. Alright, so let me, while I have the time here, let me see if I can switch some stuff up. I don't have... Yeah, I don't mind. Why not? Electrocution always works. Just making sure any previous enemies that I defeated don't spot me and try to attack me. I'm really shocked that there's no music. Like, what's going on? Okay, like, I want to make sure that I'm not the reason why there is no music. It's just a stage that's super quiet right now. I don't know why. I feel like I can jump on this. Great. Oh, not great. Oh, man. That's exactly what I wanted to fall. That's exactly what I wanted. Couldn't have it any other way. Well, let me go back up to this boxer wrestler guy, this MMA dude, and whack at him again. So we're gonna just try to whack away, see what happens. All I know is that I need my ergo back. That's what I care about. I care about my ergo, so we're gonna figure out how to whack this dude. Uh, yeah, we're playing whack-a-mole for sure. Uh, no, no, do not throw me. Okay, as long as you didn't throw me over. Great. See, I wish I could get this back. Like, if I could just pick it up again, I'd be like, yep, I just misplaced that. Didn't mean to really drop that there. But you know what? I'm gonna pick this right back up. I think another monster just pops out over here. No, I guess not. It looked like it would. Uh-huh. Oh, come on. Because I didn't get the perfect guard. So I didn't get the perfect guard. So because I didn't get the perfect guard, and I was a little bit slow with the block, the weapon deflected the attack, leaving me open because um, that's like one of the how should I say? Because I'm yapping, so I don't know the word that should go here, but um, it's like one of the drawbacks of the game. Like, so you can't hold down on the block button because then it chips away at your health. But if you're going for the perfect guard and you're a little bit too late, but you did guard it, the weapon deflects the attack, but it leaves you open for a hit unless you're able to roll out the way or dodge. But I was not able to dodge. At least he doesn't explode. I feel like I should just sell those. I'm not gonna gain anything from them. They tried. I respect it. You tried to kick me. I respect it for sure. You tried to kick me, but I was a little faster. It's a smidge faster. And we're getting close to Simon. We're getting real close. Uh-huh. I wonder. I guess that didn't do nothing. I guess the prayer, even though I didn't pray, but I guess prayer is the only thing that really works in these type of environments. I got this game. I got the Stargazer. Here we are. These confessions. Do I get anything out of this? You know, I wonder is that the original Sophie? Probably the original Sophie in that photo. But let me go back here. And let's see. I got all the books. Yeah, let me see. Nothing. I'm missing some notes. I'm missing a picture. Is there anything? There is nothing that I need to do except continue. Let's see if I can break his weapon. I seen a YouTube video. I definitely don't remember the content creator's name, but the content creator demonstrated perfect guarding Simon's weapon enough where it broke, and then in the second phase, he had a broken weapon. And I think that's what's going to help us if we have a broken weapon in the second phase.
Behold, this is Ergo. Is it not magnificent? Distilled immortality and a key that opens a world with no lies. A key that unlocks true evolution. Give thanks. Ergo is a gift from me, Simon Manus, who will transgress even God. Bow down to your God, who will be born now! Show me everything you have, Puppet of Geppetto.
Okay, I was able to block that. 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 His attacks are wonky. For sure. Oh, okay, I feel okay, yeah. That was dumb of me. I'm gonna lose my Spectre, for sure. It's okay, because I wasted the Spectre anyway.
Welcome to the new world. A world of truth. Puppet of Geppetto. Show me everything you have. Open up Geppetto.
Hey. I wanted to break the weapon, but wasn't able to.
This is evolution. Behold, as I discard this fragile body. Witness me as I grasp the power.
What he did to himself, he tried to seek power by any means necessary, and he just looked completely defeated. He looked horrible. Great design. I think it would be a beautiful tattoo, but like just to see, let's see how abstract the artist can be. You know, see, I just said tattoos, like a guilty pleasure of October for me has been watching Ink Masters. I have a couple of tattoos on me, and watching like good tattoo artists do great work is really fulfilling. I respect any creative mind, I don't care if you draw, tattoo, build homes, like make video games. You like shout out to the devs for this game, but it's something to give your attention to, for sure. If you're a creative mind, you deserve somebody to pay attention to your art. Alright, so this is where it gets a little tricky. Yep, so you can't block that. Okay, so you can block it. Okay, okay. I gotta wait to die, start all over again.
Show me everything you have, Puppet of Geppetto.
Well, that ruined everything. And that ruined everything because I switched to a different weapon. Yeah, well, let's try this again. Maybe I should step in the arena already with this.
Show me everything you have, Puppet of Geppetto.
Right. Oh. Really? Wow. Didn't give me much. Didn't give me much of anything. Come on. Thank you. We wanna keep this. So,
Show me everything you have, Puppet of Geppetto.
right, I will. On the extra swing, the good labels. Okay, the Spectre did his job. Let's see if I can grab. Granted, I know I beat him with less, but now that I have more, let me see what I can do. You know, what's interesting to me is that Lady Antonia in this playthrough is still alive. No, she's not alive. Oh. She finally passed. Four. Increase the number of special rhinestones used. I think this is more important. Do let's oh, so powerful. That's powerful. I think that's better for right now. I think that will do. Floors, a weapon. increase durability, reduction of dodge attacks, and dash attacks. So one of these, I gotta use one of these. Oh. Oh, that makes sense. At this time, I'm not really throwing anything. Yeah, this will do. Let me talk to this dude, because he's gonna tell me that she passed.
It is with unsurpassed sorrow I must announce Lady Antonia has passed away. When she entered immortality, she was already quite frail. The hotel was the only thing keeping her alive. Should we have given her the treatment after all? It is hard to bear, remembering how she closed her eyes in pain. I would live in abject regret for the rest of my life. It is far too great a pain for a puppet to endure. Thus I plan to erase my heart and become an ordinary puppet. This will be my last conversation with you as Polendina. Despite how it ended, I thank you, because I know you did your best. Welcome to Hotel Krat. How may I be of service?
Yeah.
Welcome to Hotel Krat.
I want to give Alidoro's belongings to...
Nameless puppet, yeah. But I grab this.
Unleash the giants, losing the horse, build up the seas, set the serpents alight. Define the heights, behold your side, where those windmills, let them run again. 'Cause I will
I got both of them? How did I get both of them? How did I get both? I gotta figure that out. Oh no, I didn't get both of them. Okay. I need to get this. This is what I need to get. And I think this is the weapon of the final boss. But I need to get this because I already got this. Really? He learned how to play the piano, but you're gonna play it like that? You learned how to play, though.
Antonia is dead. It doesn't feel real. She was sick, but her personality was so formidable. The hotel feels empty without her. I would have done everything I could to help with weapons. Damn it. I'm so tired of people I know dying. So you'd better not die. If you can't stay alive, I'm gonna beat you up. You're here. That's a relief.
The hotel seems truly empty now that Lady Antonia has departed. She was the closest person I had, you know? All that with my parents happened when I was just a child. These halls are truly cavernous now without her. And her music. She was a terrific pianist before she fell ill. Now it's up to us to protect this hotel. Her home and ours. Losing someone never gets easier.
Come to think about it, I don't think I did this. Yeah, I don't think I went around and spoke to everybody. When she died the first time in the game. This weapon here, you don't lose stamina as easily. Let's see. She probably wouldn't have anything to say to
Strange.
him.
It feels like it hurts so much.
Yeah. Okay. Getting that time. Yeah. Getting that time with the cat. Alright, so let me go back to this fight. I feel like I'll do another playthrough of this just on Twitch. Just on Twitch. I think it would be great. Like, or I'll download the DLC, and it'll be only for Twitch. Cause I'm ready to play The Last of Us Part 2 and finish that up. Get another Spectre. We're gonna try this all over again.
Show me everything you have. Pop it up, Geppetto.
weird. How are you supposed to get a hit on this person? How am I supposed to get a hit? Ooh, excuse me. How are you supposed to get a hit? How? Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning. How are you supposed to get a hit?
Show me everything you have, Upward of Geppetto.
Really? Well, gotta take another crack at it again. Continue to take a crack at it until we wrap him.
Show me everything you have, Upward of Geppetto.
usually go right. I missed. Oh my lord.
Show me everything you have, Puppet of Geppetto.
Yeah, you got it. No way you can escape that, huh? Nice. Okay. I don't really have. The hammer is not it. The hammer is not it. Powerful, but it is not it. You know what I think? I have a funny feeling that I'm gonna do way better with this one. I can't remember what I beat originally. I can't remember what I originally beat him with. I don't remember.
Show me everything you have, Puppet of Geppetto. Show me everything you have, Puppet of Geppetto.
That's okay. That is quite alright. Quite alright. Quite alright. Tomorrow, I expect gameplay around 11:30. I took a hiatus from the gym. If you look at my shorts, I have some shorts in the beginning here of my channel where I started getting back into YouTube after I lost my job. I got pushed out of Amazon.
Show me everything you have.
I was working for them for like 5 years, and they pushed out the old management team and brought in a new one. Had to train at least 3 people before they tried to say that I was incompetent in the role. They had some real shady business practices on how to get rid of previous management. So since that happened, I've been home looking for work, but at the same time pursuing this, this career passion that I have for playing video games. And I have this determination that I am not going to go to something for the rest of my life. I've said this in another Lives of P stream before, but I got inspired a long time ago to do content creation. Two people, Timothy De La Ghetto and Wiz Khalifa, back in the 2010s. When I graduated high school in 2009. In 2009, I wind up making a Facebook page, and the Facebook page was called Disturb Your Universe. I don't really know why I named it Disturb Your Universe, but I did, and I wasn't really super popular in my high school, but I had that type of personality where all groups of people didn't mind talking to me, and it's not like how it is in today's world where everybody wants to be a rapper. And you can just easily record yourself rapping and everything in that nature and get like get some type of following going. It wasn't like that, but people saw my Facebook page as a place to do that. They would put their videos there. They would start their little beats there, and I was essentially like the DJ Academics of a small town, and that's what started my journey of content creation. You know, I'm very, very blessed to be that creative, and also now see that it's possible to do it. So when I get a camera and everything, I feel like it would be better. These stories that I have would hit close to home even more. So you see the expression on my face. You see it. It's real. You know, I'm not sitting here trying to BS you with a story. It's real life shit. When you get up, what? Well, see, I definitely got to the second phase with more health of the Spectre and more health for myself. So this weapon that I'm using is fantastic. But yeah, you know, I feel like with everything that's happened to me, everything happens for a reason. There's really no here. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm happy and I'm grateful that I'm actually able to sit here and play this game and just stream it. Like I've worked hard. I've worked a long time to get to this point where I can sit here and just play a game. I used to play video games as a child because of my racist neighbors. My father, I got PlayStation tattooed on my arm. I have my favorite video game also on my forearm. I got one of my childhood games on my left hand, and that's just off the strength of believing in myself. I didn't believe that Amazon would ever get rid of me because I knew what I could contribute to the company. I knew what I controlled at that time. So to fathom that I would be out of a job right now is something that like I said, I couldn't have. But it happened. The most creative time in my life was when I was in school. When I was in college, when I was in college, my first time being in college, I was really bad. Not bad as a badass student. I was never a badass type of student. If anything, I was the type of student that ran away from who they truly was. I'm a smart person. I just have some hang-ups. We all do, but I know my hang-ups is more academic. And that has always held me back, I thought. But after Well, I always say that, and I feel like I always beat around the bush. I was a special ed child, and I know I keep like people that know me, know that I want to talk about the same thing. But I feel like that is my story, and that is something that I'm gonna have to get over, overcome overcome something like this to just move on with life. And being a special ed student growing up,
Show me everything
it
you
always
have.
pushed me
Open up
to
Geppetto.
chase dreams, believe in myself. Because when other people didn't believe, who do you have? And I'm very, very lucky to have both parents in my life. Give me perspectives, seeing different ways. Everybody knows right from wrong, but you can learn a lot from your parents. And I learned not to give up. Even though that they might not necessarily believe in what I believe or understand what's going on, maybe fears that they might have had as they were coming up. That doesn't stop. That doesn't stop. Still gotta move forward. One of my favorite artists, Kid Cudi, he got a good song with Kanye. They made an album called Kids See Ghosts. There's like a bridge in the song, and they just keep saying, keep moving forward. So that's what I want to preach to you guys. Keep moving forward. And that's a cool thing about this style of game is the Souls-like games is that you can keep moving forward. You're gonna die. The devs they created it as such, but that doesn't mean that you can't, win. Eventually, you're gonna learn the patterns of your enemies. Eventually, you're gonna know the right time to. You're gonna learn your weapon. You're gonna learn the right time to block. You're gonna learn all that. You'll be surprised what your mind can do. And that goes right back to what I was trying to say before. I'm a guy. Hit the wrong button. But it goes right back to what I was trying to say before about when I was my childhood, growing up. That I'm actually kind of thrilled to be that. It's funny. I'm an adult now, but I still can remember when I was a child, and that just the shame just to know that, oh yeah, you're a special ed student, that shame, that negativity that I put on myself. I was able to, and I was so young, I didn't even realize, but it was motivating me to get out of that light of this negative space that I was in. It got me so far in life that I wind up working for Amazon. And some people can say, oh, that's nothing, Amazon. But for me, I leveled up. I became a manager. I was a part of a really, really solid team. And just to see the team just crash and burn because of favoritism and, people not being open to hear new ideas. It's not a creative space. That's one thing. Like, corporate America is not a creative space. If you're a creative person, you need to be in spaces where they, number one, are very open to hear in people. Favoritism is kind of hard to get away from, but at least if you're open-minded to your team, that's better than nothing. There's a lot of places, especially in corporate America, where they're scared. They fear you when you are different, when you don't, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I don't like small talk. I'm an introvert in public. So if you're an introverted person and you're in corporate America, they might automatically label you as something because they don't get to speak to you. You're not going out of your way, and I know that's something that I was never doing. I was never going out of my way to interact with somebody that I felt like that we just couldn't gel. Come on, he took out my Spectre already. But yeah, I'm just really appreciative of where my life has taken me. I feel like sometimes in life you keep going through tests, and you might have experienced something when you was younger, and if you are aware of yourself, you're aware of, you know, the decisions that you've made in your life, and you're not living life on autopilot, then you might experience similar tests that you went through. And to me, when you experience the same stuff over and over again, you didn't really learn the lesson. And I feel like I'm in a place right now where I'm being tested. There's something that I'm experiencing that I didn't learn the lesson from. And I could say the one thing that I've always been was my worst enemy. Instead of being my best friend, I've always been my worst enemy. And that is what I want to change. And that's why I'm playing these games and I'm streaming. Because I want to believe in myself, and I want to be able to create a community of like-minded people that's what they want. That too. They want that for themselves. They want to be able to believe in themselves. They want to be their own best friend. There's a lot of negativity out in the world. How did my Spectre die so early? Damn. Like, anyway, it's true. There's a lot of negativity out in the world. And the last thing you need to do is be negative to yourself. That's why I know I'm not afraid to talk about. Well, that would be a lie. I'm super afraid to talk about my past. I don't like to bring up the fact that I was a special ed student or I had problems with reading and math and all this other stuff. But that stuff still pushed me to be working in corporate America. It's still thriving right now, not working, being smart with my money, just being smart and all together. Like sometimes, being there's this. I'm old enough to know that there's street smarts, and then there's book smarts, and you need to have a balance. Some people are extremely book smart, but you bring them outside, and they don't know how. Like they don't understand when somebody's in their space. They don't understand when somebody. They don't know how to go into a room and read it. I could tell you, there's been so many experiences in college or at Amazon where I go into a room and I'm reading it. I could just tell by the energy and just my life experiences that you know, I'm like, oh, I see that, I see this, and then when I could go and talk to somebody about it, and they have no idea of what I'm talking about, but then when I say just watch out for that person, or you know, watch out for this scenario that might go down, and then when something like it goes down, or something similar to what I said happens, they're like, wow. And that's because they just didn't have, like, maybe it's the environment that they were raised in, or, you know, whatever the circumstances may be, whatever. But it could also go the whole other direction too, where somebody might not have been afforded the same opportunities, the same books, the same libraries, the same, just the overall same environments to learn. Not everybody gets that. Damn, give me this, give me this. Damn. And that's what I appreciate. I appreciate having one foot in, like, not the streets. I won't say the streets like that, but because I put myself in those environments. But I'm fortunate enough to have a balance of street smarts and book smarts. And you know, some people, all they got is books, or all they got is the street. I was able to have both. So that, for me, gives me the space to sit here and try to tell people to believe in themselves. You got to be the number one relationship that you as a person should own is the one with self. People want, like, I'm a dude and I love women, so I can't sit here and talk about you know, same-sex scenarios and shit like that. But love is love. People want love, but how do you expect to get all that if you can't even love yourself? You know, that's gonna be most of your battle right there. If you don't even love yourself, how do you expect to love anybody? For real, like, for real, not like your parents, because some people don't even have the best relationship with their parents. But like, to really understand it and be mature about it, you know, there's a lot of content in the world right now, like this red pill, blue pill, you know, toxic masculinity, all this stuff. If you can't think for yourself, or if you don't have some type of just knowledge of self, you're gonna just pretty much be like a sponge and soak all that stuff up, but not know where to place it. So yeah, definitely, if I could say, if you can learn anything from me yapping right now, is you need to build a relationship with yourself. Self is the number one thing. I can tell you right now, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if I didn't have a relationship with myself. Good, it hasn't always been great. I could definitely say that, but I'm more aware of myself than, you know, than some other people. Some other people, they might be in a better place than me financially, but they do not know themselves. You know, That is super important. I need to get this timing down. Yes! I need to get this timing down. I missed. Yes! Alright, we're both slow, but I was a little faster. Alright. So the name, let me just talk about this game real quick. So, the name of this game, since it's like my first Souls-like type of game, so I'm not the best at it. But you want to be able to perfect block as much as you can. At least in this type of game, especially when you're fighting a boss, if you perfect block enough, you might be able to stop them from potentially doing a certain attack, or even break their weapon, which that's something that I would love to do, is break his weapon. Because then in the second phase, he won't have enough strength behind this weapon. I didn't think that was coming. Did I break it? Yes, I did. Yes. Ooh, I broke his weapon. Does that mean I'm going to win? Probably not. Because I still haven't figured out his movements. Shit. And all I'm doing is flying through my health. Fuck. Come on. There we go. Oh, man. I should be able to perfect them. I should be able to perfect that. Damn. Alright. I know that I can perfect block that wind attack. It's just wasn't quick enough to hit that block button. Wasn't quick enough. Alright, so now let me grab my ergo and then run to the hotel. I'm gonna run to the hotel, get some more star fragments. I have 26 coin fruit. In this game, coin fruit allows you to buy specialty type like abilities, in a sense. For an example, this cube, wish stone, like the fruit allows you to buy that type of stuff, but this will be quick. But yeah, going back, I think everybody should learn some type of street smarts. You need to be able to, I don't want to be extreme and say you need to put yourself in dangerous environments and stuff, but you need to be able to at least, as I like to say, read the room. And sometimes you might not get that being in an environment where it's I'm gonna use the term peaches and cream. You know, peaches and cream sound, soft and sweet. You need to be able to be in environments where you can be tested. You need to be in environments where it's a little shaky. And that's only going to You know, I think you can get
Stalker, please.
you can
If you
get that
some
now
gold coin
with
fruit for me,
certain video
I'll give you a
games.
reward.
And I played a lot of video games. Like I touched on it a little bit earlier in the live stream, but I'll say it again. Like with my childhood, I grew up. I had my parents. They did very well. Got me up out of an environment that they grew up in, but it put me in an environment where I was the only one. So, for me being the only one, um, they really couldn't relate to how I was feeling when I'm the only African American, you know, on the block, and I dealt with some racism as a child, and my father, he bought me a PlayStation. I never asked for a PlayStation. You know, that's how I got into playing video games. But like I was saying before about having some of that from street smarts, though, being in those environments, you know, not the racist environments, but just those environments that my parents helped me get out of, just keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I learned a lot. But I was gonna say video games can somewhat give you a strategy mindset in a way, but you know, sports can do that too. I'm not much of an athlete. I ran track. I played soccer. I got into soccer super late. I want to say like 2009. My one of my neighbors was Ecuadorian or El Salvadorian, something, one of the two. Either way, he got me into soccer, and he real life played soccer, but he also had FIFA. And FIFA, that's what got me. I was like, oh man, this is a cool video game. That was my first time playing it, and that's how I learned about soccer. I actually have like an older FIFA game. I think it's like 17, FIFA 17, that I barely played. I probably should, you know, actually. You know what? I barely played it. I feel like after I get done with Lies of P and The Last of Us Part 2, I'm gonna sprinkle in some gameplay of FIFA just to kill time, just to, you know, figure out what type of content that what I want to be known for. Because granted, I do like these Souls-like type games, and my favorite game of all time is Final Fantasy VII. I just don't want to be stuck playing the same type of games. Like, I want to be able to play any game that I want to play. Like, not because it's trendy, not because I need views or anything in that nature. I'm a small channel. But I just want to play what I like and just shine a light on it. Like if I could play this game called Mega Man Legends 2, oh man, I would be playing that right now. Forget about Lies of P. I just remember as a child, I used to love playing Mega Man Legends 2. The music, Capcom just beautiful. You know, the story, it just captivated me at a young age. But it's probably because I didn't break his weapon. This is gonna be tough. Anyway, it's just, I just remember wanting to be Mega Man, you know, just having like a gun, arm, it just seemed pretty cool. Being able to kind of travel around and getting all these crystals and shit. That was sick. Oh, I'm lucky. He tried to take me out. Come on. Maybe if I stay close to him, I'll live. Cause I definitely can't do any. Oh, come on. So I was about to say I definitely can't do any heavy attacks. Is it with that sword? The heavy attack takes too much time to swing, and he's not giving me the time that I need to hit that move. That's why I have the Spectre in the first round, because at least if he can keep his attention on the Spectre, then there's a good possibility that I can hit him with a heavy attack. Excuse me. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. Damn, I lost my train of thought. Just happened. But yeah, one thing about me is playing video games is kind of like a safe space for me. You know, like I like to make fun of Planet Fitness. You know, because Planet Fitness's like marketing pitch is a judgment-free zone. So that's pretty much like how I'm giving it up on my stream, a judgment-free zone. My Spectre is like almost dead. You just straight up choose violence. You don't. If they need to make him block. He needs to learn how to block. The wrong button, but that's okay. That is quite okay. That's quite okay. Anyway, going back to being a judgment-free zone, I feel like sidebar. If you are a fan of wrestling, like I love WWE, I don't really follow it as much. I'm getting into it, but like AEW, it's another wrestling promotion company. But just wrestling, pro wrestling, I really enjoy that, right? And the main thing that anybody, if you're watching pro wrestling, is what you need to get out of it, or it's the sports entertainment part of it, is the story, the storylines. You know, I'm not much of a soap opera type of guy, but that is exactly what sports entertainment wrestling, pro wrestling is. That's exactly what it is. It's a soap opera, right? So the story, and I want to just kind of harp on that. I like to tell my story. I like to allow myself to have that space. Especially dudes don't really get that space to really just say, hey, like, this is who I am. Like, granted, now there's more and more places where they're allowing that to happen, but you need to make that happen for yourself. Like I said earlier, you need to be your own best friend. You need to have that relationship with self. So, like I said, I sat here just and told you, hey, how did I get into playing video games? Because of racist neighbors and my father getting me a PlayStation. And I didn't even ask for a PlayStation. I was such a knucklehead that I would go back outside and try to be friends with them. Still, isn't that dumb? Okay. Like, I was just still try to make it work. Still try. This didn't work. Well, all right. How about this? Oh, give me that. Yeah. It's a couple of perfect guards. Break your shield for a little bit. Allow me to get this this fatal attack in. Too soon. There we go. Nice. Yep. Can't do those heavy attacks. Those heavy attack. That's when I should have did a heavy attack. Wow. Come on. Dang. Okay. So if there's obviously there's a will and there's a way to beat this, to beat Simon. In this run for me, I can't remember. Like, I don't feel like, because this is my second run. But I haven't played this game. My brain works in a way where, like, for an example, like I have Silent Hill 2. I beaten Silent Hill 2, but now since I've beaten it, I haven't touched it. So if I go and play that game right now, I would suck. I would suck really bad. Or a better example could be Resident Evil 4 remake. That was my first time ever playing Resident Evil. Any type of Resident Evil. And then I'm finding out that not all the Resident Evil perform like Resident Evil 4 does. It's not as actiony. And I thought the action was kind of tough. And when I say tough, I don't mean it in a sling. I mean literal difficult. So now I know when I play it again, I'm gonna up the difficulty. So not only am I'll be playing for myself, I'll be playing for an audience. And I want to test myself. But I would have to remember like how to play this game all over again. So it kind of took me to the end of this game to remember how to play it, because I suck that bad. But it also made me kind of good, because the things that I sucked at, learning how to play this game, I became really good at. Like the perfect. Oh, no. Thank you. Like the perfect guard. The perfect guard. I used to suck at perfect guard. Crazy. Like, unbelievable. Just bad. But now I'm way better at understanding the timing. Granted, I'm still getting my ass handed to me, but I know I definitely understand the timing way better. Dang. I think I'm gonna need like 4 perfect blocks in a row. Either that, or I'm gonna have to dodge that. Dang, I'm gonna have to figure that shit out. Dang. Oh, so that means I have to perfect guard that? That's what that means. I have to perfect guard that. That's gonna be the only way that I'm gonna get out of that, because going back to like the the mechanics of this game, the secrets of this game, is it's perfect guard. Perfect guard. If you let's see, what's my other weapon? All right, so this weapon here, they're both swords, but this sword is definitely lighter than this one. But this one is more powerful than this one, and the timing is different, as you can see. All right, so timing is everything in this game, and I'm assuming for any type of Souls-like game, timing is everything. Now, for me, I'm choosing my build for this game is Motivity. As you can see, Motivity is at 59. So that is my build. My character is thriving off of strength, right? Essentially, that's what it is, strength. And granted, both of these weapons, if you look at the Motivity attack abilities, Motivity is at an A, Motivity is at an A. So they're both good, but at the same token, this weapon, this Frozen Feast weapon here, is stronger. So I would need to really pay attention to how this weapon works. Dang, I thought I was gonna get the perfect. Let me see if I can heal myself here. Oh man, he just wildly swings. The timing is everything in this game. I was able to get that. Oh. Good. Was able to block that. And then this. Dead. Almost dead. Damn, I am now. I am now. Oh man, it's 2 hours and 15 minutes. I usually play for just 2 hours. Well, I'm gonna play it for maybe another 14 minutes. Maybe I'll play for 2 hours, 30 minutes, 35 minutes, and then I'll call it. Most likely if I don't beat him now, because I am getting to that second phase, and I'll beat him the next stream for sure.
Show me everything you have.
But
Aqueduct Geppetto.
yeah, like I want to end on a high note. If you learn anything out of from this stream, you have to build a relationship with self. If I can go back into my younger self, I would be my #1 best friend. I'll be my #1 cheerleader. I wouldn't be like, the world is gonna bash you. People that you don't know are gonna bash you. Fake friends that you try to impress are gonna bash you. The last thing you need to do is also bash yourself. So it took me to be in my 30s to get that, to understand that. Like, hey, the last thing you need to do is bash yourself. Like, I don't like to live in a fairy tale, like everything is peaches and cream. Like, I don't do that. I like to be realistic, but at the same token, you gotta be fair. The things that you can control. You're doing yourself a disservice if you don't control the things that you can control. But those other things that you can't control, you can't control them. Don't even waste your time. If you can't control it, don't waste your time. See, I gotta stick with the light attacks. I'm able to get the light attacks off. Oh. Damn. What a good combo. I'm always dying in the same. His health bar is the same. I haven't got his health halfway. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, you gotta be your own best friend. It doesn't necessarily mean that you gotta be a loner, be lonely, but you gotta give yourself grace. Like for me, I always talk about it. Special ed student, wasn't the best at reading, math, things of that nature. Academics wasn't my strong suit, but I've always, even though that I'm an introverted person, I have always been able to make a friend. I've always been able to create something. I've always had that leader energy. And some people they don't have that. I'm not afraid to be the one to try something different. I'm not afraid to stand out. I already stand out. I was the first African American in my cul-de-sac. I stood out like a sore thumb. Got all these Caucasians around you, and then you are the only black person in the room. that was my life. It's still like when I was working at Amazon, I was the only black manager in the building. You know, it doesn't stop me. I'll always find a way. But I will say that as I've got older and developed that relationship with self, it's gotten a lot easier to hold my head up high knowing that I am the only one in the room. It's a different perspective, of course, but you know, like since I got this on my heart, I went to Saturday. I wind up going to the movie theaters with my girl. She took me out, and we saw the Chainsaw Man movie. It's an anime. It's pretty dope. If you're into animes, the Chainsaw Man, I recommend you watch it. It's pretty cool. But after that, I wind up going to like this small, it's a super small bar, and they only serve drinks, which is cool. And I'm a whiskey type of drinker. I like whiskey. I like bourbon. So when we went to the spot, as soon as I got in there with her, like everybody that was in the spot, they quickly turned to the entrance to see who was coming in, and then they asked the ID, me and my girl. I always have my ID ready because I just know, you know, there's certain areas I'm trying to figure out how to say it. You have to have your ID. There's certain areas as an African American that you just can't just be somewhere and not have your ID. Have to, or it's going to be trouble for you. So I always have my ID, and I always have my ID up to date. Always. I was hoping that, but anyway, just the vibe in the place, I could just tell that they're not used to having African Americans in their place. But the immediate red flag for me was that he wasn't the only people that showed up, right? It took a while for us to get our drinks. Like, they didn't come to us and say, hey, what do you want, or anything. We sat at a table, not away from people, because where we was, there was, like, let's say I was like maybe a few feet away from the front door, and literally inches away from another table full of a group of people, and then that table was maybe a foot from the bar. So they could see us, we see everything that's going on in this place, but at least 3 groups of people come in, and they immediately go to the bar and the table, and they don't get ID. What they get is high fives, how you doing, good, da 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 da. So I get it. They must be regulars, but the energy, the vibe, is like that. You could have been friendly. You didn't have to give me a high five. You don't got to give my girl a high five. But what you could have done is made us feel welcome to be there, not try to single us out because you don't think that we're old enough to be there. Granted, you're giving me a hell of a compliment because I'm 34 years old. I'm allowed to drink. My girl, she just turned 32. So she's old enough to drink. But it's just the energy, the vibe, you know. But that's just off of just experience. I've experienced energy like this, unfortunately, my whole life. I grew up in an area. I'll never forget. I had this Spanish friend. He picked me up because at the time I didn't have a car, and I don't know if we were doing a favor for somebody. Probably was doing a favor for somebody, but picked me up, and we went to a pizza shop. Now, the pizza shop, when we stepped foot in that pizza shop, it got quiet. Like everybody was yapping and talking, and then when we stepped foot in that pizza shop, oh man, it got quiet. We immediately knew, like, oh, we just messed up y'all vibe, huh? You don't want us in here, huh? That's and what makes it so much funnier but worse is that we don't carry ourselves as like hooligans, hoodlums, hood guys. Like I said, my parents did fairly well. Like if I didn't tell you that I came from if I have academic struggles, you wouldn't know based off the tone of my voice and speech. I went to good schools, you know. I'm lucky. I went to good schools, man. They got a reputation too. They're trying to hide my flaws. They're trying to help me be better. So yeah, I can understand if I fit the part, I dress the part, I talk that talk, but I don't. Other black people would say to me, yeah, oh, you talk white. So I know that I represent myself well, and to still get that type of reaction is still kind of alarming. So having those experiences, I can read the room real quickly. And that's the same with Amazon. I'm the only black manager in the building. You would think that they would, you would think this corporate world, right? You would think the energy would be a little bit different. It's worse. It is worse. Far worse. I think this is going to be my last try at Simon, because now I'm getting close to that 2:30 mark, if I'm not there already. I would like to thank the people that stayed with me this whole time as I was yapping along. That's what I do, like it's kind of like PlayStation or playing games, kind of like a therapy session with me. Of course, I don't mind talking about other things, but once people will get comfortable, writing to me, or, whatever the case may be, we can have that dialogue. Like, I could talk about anything, really. This is what I happen to, this is on my heart, this is what I felt like yapping about, like I said, I want that judgment-free zone. I want that community where we can talk about anything, anything and everything. You need to have that space, allowing people to be free. But yeah, I am at that, 2 hours and 30 minute mark, about to be 31. This was my part 18 of Eliza P. I'm at it's kind of the last boss. Like if you saw me on camera, I had quotations. It's kind of the last boss. It's not really the last boss, but it's kind of the last boss. So in part 19, I definitely will beat him. I already know I will. And we will have a conversation with Geppetto. Until then, thank you so much for being here. And just remember to be your own best friend. All right? Peace.